Man, it's only March, and we already have a contender for worst movie of the year. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Greta. The newest film from director Neil Jordan stars Isabelle Huppert, Chloë Grace Moretz, Mika Moreau. So, Greta was one of these movies I saw the trailer for. I didn't know what to think of it. It looked interesting. I like Neil Jordan. I actually enjoyed the crying game for his twist. And I like Stephen Ray, who was the main character in that movie. And I just like the idea behind it. And so we get the story here where Isabelle Huppert plays Greta, and she leaves her bag on a train. Chloë Grace Moretz finds the bag and brings it back to her. They develop a bond, kind of like a mother-daughter relationship. But things start to get stalkerish, and Isabelle Huppert's character starts following Chloë Grace Moretz, and they just become like a weird intruder type situation. And I'm like, this looks like a cool story. It could be a good B grade story. You know, Micah Moreau was in It Follows, and that was a really good B style movie. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go see it. The only other movie out this weekend was Medea's, last movie that Tyler Perry is doing, and I'm not a big Medea fan, so whatever. And I'll be honest with you, this movie's not good. It's really terrible. There's a lot of bad dialogue in this movie. The characters' motivations are really weird. Chloe Grace Moretz is awful in this movie. Isabelle Huppert is just awkward and overzealous and over the top. And, she's a very good actress. Same thing with Chloe Grace Moretz. But the worst part about this movie is Michael Moreau, who's just like weirdly over the top in the things she is saying, the things she is doing, how she's handling situations. It's just like I don't understand why she's in this movie because she leaves nothing to the mind of fun. She's just a weird, creepy, awful character. And like I said, I liked her in It Follows. And then you got, Colm Feore is playing Chloe Grace Moretz's father, and he's okay. He's barely in the movie. And then Stephen Ray pops up, which is cool because, like I say, he was in The Crying Game, which was directed by Neil Jordan. And he's not given anything to do. It's almost like a cameo for a character that is just, I don't know. I think Neil Jordan just gave him a favor and said, hey, you want to be in this movie for a few minutes? Well, the main arc is just Isabelle Huppert and Chloe Grace Moretz. They form that relationship, and then they start doing this stuff. Just starts happening. It's weird. And it's just like a Lifetime Hallmark style movie, but more dark and more violent. And just there's stuff that's unsettling in this movie that just doesn't make any sense. There's a part that I almost walked out of because this movie it ramps up the ridiculousness the farther and farther it goes along to a point where the ending was kind of interesting, but then it just completely goes off the rails of how it's being handled, and the twist and how it plays out, and just like the way it's edited and the way it's shot. It's very. I mean, it looks very New Yorkish, but it's like they'll go from one scene to the next scene, and it's just choppily edited and just doesn't feel right, and just everything. You think it would be something like A Simple Favor, which was kind of a fun, cheesy, great B style movie, but this movie is just trash. It feels like something that was cobbled together by a student from, a college that's in film program right now. Not saying that there's not good film students in film colleges, but it doesn't feel level of quality. And I'm just thinking, why am I even watching this movie? And, for the sake of this review, I stayed and, I stayed for the whole thing, but I wanted to walk out so bad, and I was groaning and I was laughing at some points, and it's just not a good movie. I love Chloe Grace Moretz, but I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what Isabelle Huppert is doing. I don't know what anybody's doing in this movie because the movie just doesn't make any sense, and it's kitschy for kitschy's sake, and it's cliche, and it's just boring. And maybe other people like it. Maybe I'm the one that doesn't like it. I don't know, but this is literally one of the worst movies I've seen this year, and which is a shame because it could have been a fun, like a B grade stepmom movie, or Mommy Dearest or something like that. But it turns out to just be a Lifetime movie with some horror elements. So take that for what it's worth. That's my take on it. Like I said, I don't like it. I don't recommend it. Maybe watch it when it comes on, cable TV or something like that. So, but otherwise, that's it. That's gonna be my take on Greta. Thank you so much for watching. But if you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, check out the YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. Email enlapolo113@gmail.com if you have any questions. Also, check out my podcast, Trench Run. Definitely see if you're interested in Star Wars. But otherwise, tell me what you think in the comments below if you've seen the movie. What do you think about this idea of what is going on? I don't know. It's very complicated. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.